Hello, everyone. Welcome back to Out This Week. I'm your host, Bryan Sudfield, and this is episode 4. Episode 4. Not many releases out this week. 2 wide releases, 3 limited releases. Let's jump right into it. The Walk is expanded this week. I do have my review up. I saw it last week when it was only limited releases. Now you can see it in 2D and regular 3D. I really enjoyed this movie. I don't think the film was perfect like I wish it was, but I did have a great time with it. I love the visuals in this movie. I thought Jessica Levitt really did a good job, and I thought Zemeckis' direction was really good. If you didn't want to see it in 3D, you can now see it in 2D. The only movie that's coming out wide release that is officially just releasing this week for the first time is Pan, directed by Gerald Wright. The origin story of how Peter Pan became Peter Pan. I love the character of Peter Pan. He's, in my opinion, one of the greatest fictional characters we've ever had. And J.M. Barrie created that character so well. I've grown up with that character. I've watched so many incarnations of Peter Pan. The Disney Peter Pan, the 2003 Peter Pan, Finding Neverland. I love the character of Peter Pan. And I was curious about this movie, but I have been hearing terrible things about it, and I don't see myself seeing it. I'll wait for it to come on cable. Hugh Jackman plays Blackbeard. Cole Garrett Hedlund plays Captain Hook, but he sounds a lot like Daniel Day-Lewis. Come on, Peter, we must go this way, and I will not lose my hand. You lose your hand, buddy. That's how the story goes. Rooney Mara plays Tiger Lily. See, I don't care if she's playing that character. It doesn't matter to me. Like, a lot of people are like, oh, she's not Native American, so she can't play that character. Who gives a shit? I don't care if she's not Native American. And then this kid, Levi Miller, I'm sure he's very good, but I've been hearing he's just okay in this film. So, I don't see myself seeing Pan until it comes out on cable. But if you guys have seen it, tell me down below what you thought of it, or if you guys are seeing it, please tell me what you think of it. Limited releases, The Final Girls. Now, I'm not going to go into this movie very much, but I'm just going to say this. It's about a group of teenagers who go see a movie, a horror movie, and then something happens and they're transported into the movie. That is one of the coolest ideas I've ever heard in my life. But it's going in limited theaters and VOD. I don't want to add something to my cable bill, even though I'm not the one paying for the cable bill. My parents are, so yeah. I'm 17, guys. Cut me some slack. But I do think this film sounds very enjoyable, and I've been hearing good things about it, so maybe I'll check it out within the next few weeks. Knock Knock, directed by Eli Roth, starring Keanu Reeves, and 2 really good-looking women. Yeah, I think I'll do this 2 women, and I'm back. Now, here's the thing. I've been hearing this movie's like a guilty pleasure type of movie, and it looked pretty entertaining from the trailers. I love Keanu Reeves. I love watching that guy on screen. I think that guy returned to form with last year's John Wick. And I don't know. I've been hearing he's entertainingly enjoyable in this movie. And the 2 girls look very hot. One of them happens to be the girl from The Green Inferno, which is one of the worst films I've seen so far this year, which also was directed by Eli Roth. So, I don't know how I feel about this movie. Maybe I'll check it out. I don't know. It's about him and then 2 girls barging in his house, and then something happens. We'll see what happens. I do have an interest in seeing it, but I don't know. It all depends. But finally, the biggest and most important women release this week, as well, in my opinion, it's the most important release this week, Steve Jobs. I've been so excited for this movie ever since it was first announced back in 2012 after Walter Isaacson's book about Steve Jobs came out. And, at the time, there were 2 Steve Jobs films in the works. This and the Ashton Kutcher one, which sucks. That film is just so Could have been so good, but it wasn't. He did fine in it, Ashton Kutcher. But, I mean, this film's directed by Danny Boyle. It's written by Aaron Sorkin. And he got a terrific cast. Michael Fassbender, Seth Rogen, Kate Winslet, and Jeff Daniels. I mean, guys, I've been hearing so much acclaim around this movie. I'm really excited to see this. It comes out on wide release in 2 weeks, which just bugs me. They originally said it was going to come out everywhere October 9th. But then they're like, oh, we're going to put it in limited release. Don't do that. Stop doing that. Fuck you, Universal. This is me sticking my middle finger up to you guys for tricking us, for forcing us people to wait. But nonetheless, it looks terrific. I love Danny Boyle as a director. I think he has yet to make a weak film. I mean, Trance wasn't exactly the greatest film, but it wasn't like a god-awful film. Aaron Sorkin is simply one of the best screenwriters we've ever had, and also he's a great writer when it comes to television. I mean, he created one of the most acclaimed dramas of all time, The West Wing, and he did The Newsroom. And he won the Oscar for writing The Social Network, which is my favorite film of the decade so far. And then Michael Fassbender is a great actor. I'm glad the guy's an Oscar nominee. He got nominated for 12 Years a Slave, which is still the best performance I've seen from him. He looks nothing like Steve Jobs. He sounds nothing like Steve Jobs, but I'm hearing his performance just shines. Kate Winslet, one of my favorite actresses ever. I'm so excited to see her in this. Seth Rogen. You know, a lot of people are giving shit about him. Everyone's saying he's terrific here. Thank God, because I don't think anybody would cast Seth Rogen in the movie if Seth Rogen didn't have acting chops. And Jeff Daniels kills it in everything he's in. So, I'm really excited for this. I cannot wait to see this. So that is it for this episode of Out This Week. Tell me down below what you're looking forward to. Sorry that this episode's up very late. I've been so busy I couldn't get this episode to you guys on time. But really, guys, thank you so much for watching this episode, and I'll see you guys next week.